Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 24th episode of the Better Leader podcast. The goal today is to look at 3 leadership lessons or principles that I learned in 2025, and frankly, that I'm still learning and will probably continue to be learning, and how they can help us in 2026. And so the first thing I want to talk about, and the one that I will probably be learning this for a long time, is that your inner climate determines your outer impact. Your inner climate is always going to determine your outer impact. What do I mean by that? The health of who you are as an individual, the health of your soul, the health of who you are internally is going to determine the impact you make to the people around you. Now, many of you are probably thinking, that's quite obvious. And I agree, it's probably something that I've known in my head for a long time, but actually applying it is very challenging. So why is this a challenge for us? Because as a leader, there's a million different things going on. You have things going on in your personal life, your family dynamic. You have a schedule to manage. You have deadlines to manage. You have employees who you are responsible for. And not only that, you just have all these different circumstances and things that are going on outside of your control. Many things in our lives are often outside of our control. But yet what we often do, if you're like me, you might have a propensity to do this, is we allow all the external things to impact us internally. And that is what's driving the ship. Now, I'm not here to say that you should never allow outside circumstances to impact you personally. I don't think you'd be living life if you did that. But what we need to be doing is allowing our inner self, right? Our soul, if we are in a good place, that guides and impacts the way we view everything else. Now, I come at this with a biblical perspective, a perspective as a man of faith, someone who's pursuing God. And what I really mean by that is how my soul is doing, how I'm doing spiritually is going to impact the way that I interact with people around me and the effectiveness that I have. When I am right with God, it's a lot easier to be right in the circumstances that are outside of me. I want my inner man to be in a place of health, and if I'm in a place of health there, it's going to help me to lead healthy externally. And so these are some of the things that I want to be classified as, that I want present in my life. I want to lead with clarity. I want to be clear and on purpose and on mission. I want to lead with kindness. It's so easy, especially for me, that I'm focused on what do I want to accomplish, that I forget that, I really want to treat people well. That's my number one priority, is how am I going to treat the people around me? I want to have patience. I want to have peace. I don't want to be operating in a circumstance or a situation where I'm constantly needing results or to push forward to be at peace. And I want to be patient as well. These are some of the things that I want to feel internally, and I know it's going to lead to a greater impact externally. And I think about it like this. I recently had my dryer go out at our house. My wife and I, our dryer went down. And so when you have 4 kids, that's a little bit of a problem, obviously, because we do a lot of laundry. And so outside circumstance, right? And things are going on. Well, I get in a rush because I'm not at a good place internally. I pull the dryer out. I take the back cover off. I'm just trying to fix the problem. And that's all I can think about is externally, what's going on? How are we going to catch up on laundry? If I can't fix this, how much is it going to cost me? So I go into the garage. I grab a tool. I grab the wrong tool. I didn't check the fitting to see if it was going to work. And so I've got the dryer pulled out, if you can imagine that, and I'm trying to get the back cover off, and it's not going well because I didn't take the time to really look and to say, what tool do I need? What size fitting do I need? So after a few minutes of struggling with this, I went back, I took my time, I got the right tool, I got the right size fitting, and it came off very easily. It wasn't until I was right internally and I slowed myself down, when I was clear, when I was patient, when I was focused, then I was able to address the problem effectively. This was just kind of a funny and silly reminder to me of what it's like in leading. If we aren't right internally, then we're often rushing, or we're catering to every whim and circumstance that comes up, and we get caught in the whirlwind. And instead of settling ourselves, instead of being settled in who we are and settled with where we're at personally, we want to react and to change all the circumstances and situations around us. But we need to understand that our internal climate is always going to impact our outer effectiveness. And so I want you to think about that in this new year, is spend less time focusing on everything that's going on externally and allow yourself, when you're at a place of health, personally, it's going to make it to where you're even more effective and you're going to be able to tackle those outside circumstances and situations as they arise. The second lesson is this, is find good people. Find good people. Recently in our organization, at our church, we've began a massive building project in which we're taking a look at really our church as a whole. And this is a really important thing because when someone gives to this cause, we as a group and as a leadership group, we are stewarding someone else's finances. And ultimately, we view it as we are stewarding the resources of God. And so we want good partners. And so what did we do? Is we started to look at buildings around Springfield. We started to notice something. We saw a track record. We liked this building, and that building had beautiful landscaping. And this one was like, wow, that's amazing. And what we noticed is that it was the same architect group that had built or had drawn the plans for all of those buildings. And so we looked for a track record of excellence. I've talked about this on another episode before, but really what attracted us to choosing this group was their record spoke for themselves. The second thing you want to look at in finding good people, because good people make all the difference, right? Finding good people make all the difference. You want to look at their track record, but the second thing you want to look at is what do people that you like say about them? What do people that you like say about other groups? And so in this process, we interviewed some contractors. They were all great, but one of the most important things is that one of my good friends who's in construction said, hey, this contractor group is amazing. I hear great things about him. And so we took what other good people said about these people and we're like, hey, if they're on board with it, then we know that we like these people. We know that they have a good track record. They have a good history. They're people of character. We want to partner with people like that. So you're going to look at the track record. You're going to look at what other people say about them. And those are two important things to consider. And then what you're looking for is people who just get it, right? You want people who just get it. And you want to appreciate those people as well. I don't even know how to describe this necessarily, but you know it when you see it, when someone just gets it. I'll give you this example. On my staff team that I get to help lead here at High Street, we hired a girl in the last year named Morgan, and Morgan just gets it. And the way I would describe that is Morgan leads herself. Morgan was given a task and a job, and she just does it. She's so naturally gifted. She just gets it, and I so appreciate that because we don't spend time, micromanaging her schedule or whatever else. She just gets it, continues to move forward, and leads herself well. And what that makes me do as a leader is I really just appreciate people like this who get it, and they yield big results. Because of Morgan's influence and leadership on our staff team, we've seen her impact a lot of different young ladies and young women that are within our church. And so I really appreciate people who get it. I want to find other people who are doing a good job, and I want to partner with them. This is a very simple principle, but it's one that I've seen over and over again, time and time again in leadership, is find good people. And when you partner with good people, it makes all of the difference. Now, the last lesson that I want to kind of talk about is that just enjoying what you get to do and being thankful for the platform that you have. And maybe for you in this new year, it's that, you need to do something to grow your platform, to grow your influence. Now, I would say this. Why have I been thinking about this? With this podcast, when I first started it, I didn't know if anybody would listen. I'm still shocked sometimes that people do, but thank you if you're tuning in right now. I appreciate that. But I currently sit at 88 subscribers on YouTube. It's kind of hard to gauge how many people are following me on Spotify, etc. But the numbers aren't that high, really, when you compare it to other shows, other podcasts. But that's not the reason that I do this. I do this because, number one, I felt called to do it. But number two is that I enjoy doing it. And if I looked at the influence that I had in this and just said, well, this would be worth it. If instead of 88 subscribers, I had 250, then it'd be worth it. Or maybe if I had 500 or 250,000 or a million, then it would truly be worth it. If I was all driven by numbers and data like that, and if it hit a certain mark, I don't think I'd actually be that happy. I do this because I enjoy getting to do it. And what I'm telling you is that if you feel like, man, I want to make a difference in this area, I want to lead in this way, I want to try this new thing, what I would tell you is don't be so worried about the size of your platform. Just be thankful for the platform in general. Do something that you love. I do this because I enjoy doing it, not because of the results. Now, results matter, right? I want to see growth and I want to see a trajectory and a trend that is increasing. But at the end of the day, that's not why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I feel called to it. I think it's important and I enjoy doing it. So find the things that you enjoy doing. Increase your platform in that capacity, or develop a platform in that capacity, and then lean into it. Don't worry so much about the result, but worry about the process. You know, whenever I was younger, and especially in my early 20s, I was so focused on results. How is this growing? How is this reaching more people? In whatever I was doing, I was and this probably partially due to a coaching background, but results to me are less important now. What's more important is, one, valuing the platform I have and appreciating it, but two, enjoying what I'm doing and knowing that, man, if I'm being obedient in my calling, it's going to make a difference. I don't have to sit there and stress and worry about the results. I just can worry about the process and getting better and improving. So all of that to say, develop a platform, enjoy what you get to do, and you will make a difference. Thanks for joining us for the Better Leader Podcast. We'll catch you next time.